Hello everyone, this is Adam. Thought I would shoot a video on our blueberry patch that I've been working on. Been watching a lot of videos and doing a lot of research on different aspects of blueberries and putting in a patch, and trying to piece them all together was kind of tough. So I thought I'd shoot a video of what I've done. This isn't necessarily the right way, but all my research, this is what we've done. So here we go. Okay, here's the site. This is some land that we bought last year. Really not big enough. It's right next door to our home. Not big enough to really do any kind of major farming, but as you can see, it's got a lot of pine trees, a lot of tall pine trees. And when I investigated this site, found the soil to be real acidic. You know, that's not very common here in West Virginia, in Princeton. And so I couldn't think of what to do. So during the coronavirus, we decided that we like blueberries a lot. We have them in our cereal. We have them in you know, for dinner, for breakfast, all the time. So we said we like blueberries. So I started investigating and decided we're going to like blueberries. We're going to tend to them, and we're going to have a patch. And really, it started out much bigger than what I wanted to do, but it just like most things, it became more economical, and I could tell that it was something that needed to be a little bit smaller and manageable. So I'll start from the beginning of what I did and see if you all can agree or maybe help you out. Okay, the first thing I did was come up and did a soil sample. Here's the dirt. As you can tell, this dirt is kind of light in color. I just went to like Lowe's and got a soil test kit, and I went to Royal King actually and got one, and found it to be 5.5 to 6.5 in different places. So then I marked off a 40 by 40 area and divided it into 4 rows. I wanted 4 different varieties. So I went ahead and tilled 4 strips with my tractor. Those were 5 foot wide. Tilled it down about 10 inches or so, just to get the dirt up to the top and make it a little easier to plant. And then with the help of my cousins, we drove these posts, and then I did chicken wire on the outside, as you can see, and then I bored down at the bottom just to make it easier to mow around and weed eat around, and to close off the bottom. Then I stretched cable, vinyl coated cable, got it on Amazon I think, and stretched it from post to post, and did kind of a checkerboard pattern, and then found this netting. It's you can kind of tell how thick it is. It's like a neoprene, like a threaded type bird netting. So this should keep the birds out. As you can see here, I used a little clasp on the end to keep the cables, and I didn't get them real tight, but I put up these 2x4s with notches in the top to give me some headroom. I'm a little bit tall. Then I've got some of that HVAC tape that's like metal tape, aluminum tape, and I just doubled it over and nailed it to the top of the post. The birds really don't care for flashy stuff, so when it blows in the wind, they kind of don't want to get around it. Then I went to Greensboro Nursery and bought 32 plants. Bought these are 8 Jersey blueberries bushes, 8 blue crop, 8 blue ray, and 8 patriot. And the reason why I did this is, through my research I found that you need cross-pollinators, so you need 2 different types to cross-pollinate, and different types of blueberries have different harvest times. So I basically bought enough to go from May to about September, you know, give or take a few weeks here and there. So I'd always have blueberries. Then after I planted 32 of them by hand, that if you have help, I would suggest that. I was worn out after doing that for 3 hours. I planted them, watered them very heavily to get them established. Then I came back in and did pine bark mulch. This is I just bought the cheap mulch nuggets at Lowe's and put those around. That's very good to keep the weeds down. Plus, that pine bark has some acidity in it, so when you water, it'll condition that soil. Spread those around and kind of left little holes. You can see the little holes around them, so the water will go in those holes, and most of the water will go into the plant root system. Root system isn't really deep on blueberries, so it doesn't take a whole lot. Got a water hose, got it ran out of the little compound here, and where I have a 65-gallon water tote with a pump in the back of my John Deere Gator, and I bring it over here and water them. Haven't done much of a gate yet. This is a poor man's gate where you just stretch the fence every time, and I got some nails and screws over there. Another thing that I bought is a rain gauge. Blueberries require about 1 inch of water per week, so they require quite a bit of water. As you can see there, tomorrow will be the week we've only had about 1/4 inch of rain, surprisingly, here in 2020. So I'll probably end up watering tonight. I picked this area too, something I forgot to mention is blueberries kind of need a little bit of you know, they don't want to be in a high wind area or anything, and as you can see, I have pine trees kind of all the way around the site, so those are good year-round wind and snow and weather type protectors. I'm hoping to you know, cultivate these and get them really good and healthy and grow up to where they're as tall as the pin here. But we shall see. Also, I'm collecting some hops, spent hops from the local brewer. So hopefully that'll help a little bit too with the acidity, and hopefully it turns out well. And more to come. I already have blueberries on these bushes, so I'm going to pick some and celebrate the 4th of July. But if you got any questions, let me know.